Avi Meyer's Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, and it is judicial season. So we are busy interviewing as many judicial candidates as we can. They're already out getting petitions and signatures. It is a pleasure to introduce you to a sitting judge, and I'll let her explain exactly what she's doing. And that is Judge Lainie Berger. How are you?
Hi, nice to see you. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. Where are you presently working as a judge?
I am presently working in the juvenile courthouse in the child abuse and neglect section, which we call child protection. So I've been there for 3 years, and I hear a very...
Is that on Wood Street or?
Yeah, kind of Hamilton, Taylor, Roosevelt, Ogden, the juvenile building.
Right.
One half of the building hears delinquency matters. The other half does child protection or abuse and neglect, which is what most people know it as.
Yeah, now you were appointed to the bench, or?
I was selected back in 1997, so I've been a judge. It'll be 14 years this
Really?
December.
Wow.
I was selected by the judiciary as an associate judge. So in other words, I was elected by the 250-some elected judges elected me to be their colleague.
So okay, so and now you're running.
And now I'm running.
Why would you run? I mean, if you're already an associate.
Well, you know, some people look at it as a bit of a promotion. I personally think that it will give me more of a chance to do two things. Number one, I've been working on a lot of policy for the court.
Mm-hmm.
I just wrote a federal grant, which we've submitted, hoping to bring some more dollars in. And I think being a full circuit judge would put me in more policy making positions. I've enjoyed working on policy for the last year, and I would enjoy that. The second really important reason, I think, is that the circuit judges do vote for associate judges, and I think it's really important that we have a strong judiciary. And after 14 years as a judge, I want a right to vote.
Okay, I can understand that.
Kind of a woman's suffrage issue.
So, okay, is this your first time you're running for something?
No, I did run in 1995. I was not elected at that time. I ran countywide. After that, I was put on the associate judge list, got selected, and I've been a judge ever since.
Very good. Whatchamacallit? So this time, where are you? Is there a specific spot you're running for?
Absolutely. I'm running in the 8th Judicial Subcircuit for the vacancy of Melvin Cole.
Now, do you know the bound? I mean, it's a long district.
Yeah, it's a long district. It goes all the way. Well, the eastern boundary is the easiest because everybody knows it. It's the lakefront. When you go to the southern boundary is around 26th Street in Chinatown. You come up north and you have the South Loop where I live, Streeterville, the Gold Coast. Then we get to Lincoln Park, DePaul, Lakeview, Edgewater, parts of Andersonville, little bit of Rogers Park. The western boundary basically varies. It's all the way up north at Arthur, comes south to Peterson, goes down western, cuts back into Ashland, goes down Ashland, comes out a little bit around Addison, comes back down and hits the Chicago River and gets very narrow at the bottom.
So you've got a lot of ground to cover.
I've got a lot of ground. I got my, good pair of boots for the winter. Real comfortable. Yeah. I'll be out there all the time.
So how are you campaigning?
Well, I was very lucky or blessed. I don't know how you want to look at it, but I told my friends I wanted to do this. And I was a bar president. I was president of the Women's Bar from 1997 till 1998. And, the other bar leaders, both past and present, are really coming out in full force. My committee is over 115 people, and they are many of the leaders of all the bar associations, from the ISBA to the CBA to members of the Decalogue to the Cook County Bar, the Black Women Lawyers, etc.
Wow. That's a pretty impressive collection. There's no question about it.
Yeah, so I have all these people behind me, and they're working hard. So we've already had a big kickoff reception. There are more events planned, and obviously we have a website. We'll be in advertising, and mostly I'm trying to go to community organizations and meet people and talk about what I do, which I do all the time anyway. As a judge, every once in a while I do get to speak and just educate people about the election.
Would you like to give us your website?
Sure. www.judge electjudgeberger.com, and that's B-E-R, not B-U-R.
Okay, and also, what name are you going to be listed on the ballot?
Helaine, parentheses, Lainie, Berger.
Okay, because everybody told me Lainie, so I wanted to make sure people know when they see the ballot that Helaine is there also. So
when I was a little kid growing up in Rogers Park,
no.
my upstairs neighbor could not pronounce Helaine and started calling me Nene, and it stuck for the rest of my life.
Avi is not my given name, so I know about nicknames. Anyway, at this point, I want to thank you very much. I also want to thank Michael Strom, who is a fan of yours, no question about it. I want to thank my entire tech crew, Sonny Hirsch, Judge Helaine Lainie Berger, 8th Sub-Circuit. Wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us, everybody. Bye-bye.